Welcome to Gower Hour Nutrition. For the next roughly 5 minutes, I'm going to discuss a couple more diets. But before I get there, let me talk about some reminders. First of all, Dr. Oz says the three most important areas of our life are going to be getting adequate sleep, drinking plenty of water, about 1/2 of your body weight in ounces, and adequate exercise. Now, don't forget the fundamental principles we talked about last week, and that is, first of all, balance caloric intake with how active you are. The number one addiction to an enemy is sugar. Remember, what is sweet to the mouth is sour to the stomach and lumpy to the thighs. And one of the most important things is eat slowly. See, our bodies have what we call a satiety mechanism, and that's where the stomach finally gets a chance to tell your brain you're full. The problem is it takes about 20 minutes. The other problem is we eat too fast, and then when that 20 minutes hits and the satiety mechanism kicks in, then we're full, we've overeaten, we feel guilty, we can't even sit down. So allow the satiety mechanism to be your friend, okay? Allow it to be the brakes on how fast you eat or how much you eat. So slow down, enjoy your food. You're gonna feel much better both mentally and physically, and you're gonna be satisfied with less food. And your stomach's gonna thank you as well. Also, 80% rule. Try to eat till you're only 80% full. Proportion guidelines in general from Precision Nutrition talks about your palm being that of proteins, your fist of that of vegetables, your cup hand is carbs, and thumb is fats. General guideline. Remember, food is medicine, not a reward. Remember, when you go to the grocery store, shop around the outside, stay out of the center. The center is where you find your processed food, and that's where you're going to lose the quality. Next thing is mindset. You have a set point in your head. They say research shows that 99% of people that lose weight with a diet, over time gain that weight back. So you have to make sure your losing weight is a lifestyle, and it's not some magic drink, it's not some magic pill, it's a lifestyle. So when you're in that lifestyle, start small, take baby steps, 1 degree changes, but the key is remain consistent. All right, our blood type strategies. Our diet strategies. One's gonna be blood type and then genotype. Both are from the same person that has created both these. Pros for both of them, it could help out with digestion. You could find out there's certain foods that, based upon your blood type or genotype, that actually work better with you. It could even help you in losing weights. Both of them do losing weight. Both of them push you away from processed food, which is good. But the key con is there's no real deep scientific proof behind it. It's not for everybody, and this isn't necessarily a standalone lifestyle, but it is pretty interesting to take a look at this stuff. So blood type strategy was established based on the idea that each blood type thrives on certain foods or food groups that may be toxic to one, good for one, but toxic for another blood type. So both of the blood type and the genotype, both universally suggest green vegetables and fish for everybody, and they tell to avoid universally processed food and your cured meats. Now, I'll give you a resource you can take a look at. You want to take further information on both of these diets. So, blood type A, usually a sensitive immune system. You'll thrive on vegetarian diet of whole grains, beans, fruits, and vegetables, seafood, soy products. Be careful about soy. U.S. soy is pretty much GMO, genetically modified, not healthy, but soy is very good for you. For neutral, for type A would be fish, poultry, herbal teas, nuts, seeds, fruits, olive oil, buckwheat, low gluten or gluten-free grains. What to stay away from as a type A would be dairy, excess gluten, and processed meats. For type B, you're going to thrive on seafood, goat and cow dairy, lamb, peanuts if you're not allergic to the peanuts, pumpkin seeds, some beans, vegetables, fruit, olive oil, again, low gluten or gluten-free grains. What to stay away from, once again, cured meats, smoked fish, blue cheese, ice cream could be irritating to you, Brazilian nuts, coconut, just to name a few. Type AB. Type AB is going to thrive on oily fish, goat and cow dairy, lamb, turkey, peanuts, once again if you're not allergic to them, walnuts, vegetables and fruits, some beans and legumes, some olive oil, some grains. Stay away from corn. I would say from all the way from corn anyway, which is genetically modified. Barley, buckwheat, cured meats, smoked fish, butter, parmesan, blue cheese, and avocados. It's believed that the AB has a low stomach acid, therefore they do suggest that you stay away from alcohol and coffee at all costs because it can trigger acid reflux. For type O, they thrive on high protein, seafood, organ meats, grain, peanuts. Once again, if you're not allergic, vegetables, figs, plums, prunes, lean meats. Neutral things could be olive oil, sunbean, and beans and soy. But to stay away from, once again, would be dairy, cured meats, and gluten grains. And that's the blood type strategy. The genotype is going to be, each genotype has a name, and it actually coincides with the blood type. And so you'd refer back to what I just talked about, what things in the diet would be healthy for you. The genotype diet strategy suggests that an individual's genes are not refractory. They may be altered depending on environment factors and are continually changing. So there are 6 of them. Type 1 is the hunter. This person is usually tall, thin, and tense with an overabundance of adrenaline that winds down with age. The hunter was originally the success story of the human species, vulnerable to systematic burnout when overstressed. They have a challenge of conserving energy for the long haul. These are almost always blood type O, so you want to follow the blood type O recommendation for a diet. Genotype 2, called the gatherer. This is generally a full-figured person, even when not overweight. They're big-boned. They could struggle with body image. Generally unsuccessful crash dieters with a host of metabolic challenges. They can be a yo-yo dieter. However, they will thrive when they eat correctly. Usually a type O, sometimes a type B. Genotype 3 is a teacher. They are strong, stable, with stamina, built for longevity when given the right eating strategy or lifestyle. They're a balanced person, blessed with tremendous capacity for growth and fulfillment. Almost always type A, sometimes type AB. Genotype 4 is called the explorer. They are very muscular and adventurous, ability to adapt to environmental changes, and above average capacity of gene repair. They bounce back quicker than a normal person. They're resilient, though they can be vulnerable to hormonal balances, but this can be overcome by a healthy diet and lifestyle. This one's unique because this can be possible of all blood types, A, B, AB, and O. Then you have the warrior, genotype 5. This is generally type A or AB. This person is seen to be long, lean, and healthy in youth, but they are subject to weight gain in their midlife. They have a quick metabolic genes, so it means when they're young, they can basically eat whatever they want. They don't want to wait. However, when midlife comes along, they fall off the cliff. But this can be prevented with, again, eating correctly, good diet, and lifestyle. The 6th genotype, the last one, is called the Nomad. This person is greatly sensitive to environmental conditions and changes to altitude, atmospheric pressure. This means they can change very easily to that. They are vulnerable to neuromuscular and immune problems, but they age gracefully with a good diet. This is mostly type A, B, sometimes type AB. And again, I put a resource, genotypediet.com. You can take a look at that. So hopefully this information was beneficial. If you liked the video, please give me a thumbs up. Feel free to comment below. PM me if you have any messages. So join me next time. I'm going to pause on diets. I'm going to talk about a new fad on the market that's collagen. Question is it a good protein source or not, and then why? Thanks for watching Gower Hour Nutrition, and you have a great day.